Hello! Popping on to remind you, as September starts and as the new month ensues, growth is not an outcome. Growth is the process. Growth is the practice. It's why I consistently say whole health practices, right? It's why I coach people and lead people on those micro levels of implementation each week, because then the larger picture of that motivated implementation is easier and more digestible when we need to tackle something larger, right? So a reminder, it's the moment and sort of the word you give yourself that you will take action between the former behavior and where you want to go, where you want to implement tiny, joyful practices that actually lead you to something greater that you have in your mind. So that's where discipline can come in, right? Some people love that word, some people actually don't love it within the industry. I feel as though oftentimes it takes disciplinary action to move from that former pattern that you're trying to change into the gray space and to a place where you're making the conscious effort every single day to add something, take something away, whatever the behavior change might be, that habit might be for you. But it's allowing yourself to practice over and over and over. You know, I love journaling. I love mapping out my day. There is probably one day a week where that doesn't happen for me, right? I wake up, something is sprung on me, the day just rolls and you forget. So again, it's all a practice. It's what can you implement into your life? What change are you looking for? And be very conscious of the former pattern and where that habit is coming from, and move into a very active, actionable, right, space that may be, you know, one of discomfort right away, but it is all for the best. It makes you who you're working towards. That's what change is expanding, understanding the expansion, and understanding that in the discomfort from something that was patterned and subconscious and, you know, you don't think about it anymore, to I have to be diligent about making these choices in my life that are better for me, that are better for my family. Going through that unfamiliar, going through that uncomfortable, but only to create the routine. Because one day you'll not be able to imagine your life without that habit, right? So what are things and what are ways in which you're holding on to a former pattern and you're just languishing, not knowing where to go in that gray space, and then coming out the other side by tolerating a little discomfort, knowing that you're capable of making that change? So what is it for September that you're all about? 2 practices. 2 very simple whole health practices. What can you incorporate into your life, whether you're adding or taking something away, that makes your broad picture, your bird's eye view of your life even better? Have a good one.